to another episode of The Positive Side of the Bad Stuff. I'm Leslie Pogue, your host. Earlier this year, I talked about the elements: fire, water, air, and earth. And I want to revisit that. Now that we're coming to the end of the year, I'd like to remind everybody to stop and think about the elements of their life and how they're going to move into 2016. So I want to show each element each week to just have you ponder and think about how you're using your strength and your power and all of the elements that make up you, and how you're moving forward with those elements into and toward the goals you want. The element of earth is where you ground yourself. Grounding yourself is critical to success, because unless you stay grounded, you can just go all over the place and that gets nothing done. That's insanity. We don't want that. Maybe you're doing that now. Maybe you have moments where you're doing that. Trust me when I tell you, during 2015, there will be little moments of still, woo, but you want to find your ground. We ground ourselves in many ways. Some people ground themselves in their family. Some people ground themselves in their friends. I have two people in my life that keep me very grounded. They are my truth sticks. One is a man and one is a woman, which is helpful to me because I get both views. They are honest with me, they are direct with me, and they keep me remembering who I am, what I want to do, and they're amazing energy people. They just are. So find that thing, those people that ground you. The thing that grounds me is the order of my day. I like order. As much as I like I'm a walking oxymoron, seriously, because as much as I want to have freedom and do what I want, when I want, the way I want to do it, I like order. I like to have a system. I like to know what is happening, when it's happening, and I like there to be order. So in my day, even though I do what I want the way I want it, I have a starting point and an end point. This is what I do at the beginning of my day, and this is what I do at the end of my day. My day cannot start unless I have my cup of tea. My day hasn't started until I have a cup of tea. Now, if my day starts so early that I gotta run out the door, then rest assured I will be stopping at Starbucks to get my cup of tea. But my day starts with a cup of tea. Once I've had my cup of tea, my brain suddenly just clicks on. Until that moment, I'm there, but I'm not really there. But once I get my tea, because of that regularity, my body, my system, my brain just knows, stop, focus. It's time to start the day. And at the end of my day, sadly, I do usually end my day with television. I do set it to automatically sleep so I don't wake up to it. But I end my day by stopping my work, having a little television time, and just vegging out and quieting my mind. And that helps me to stay grounded and focused. Sometimes thoughts and ideas enter, and I try to write them down so that I don't keep them in my brain. And that's a key point that I want you to take note of. Keep a notepad and pen with you at all times wherever you go, because as ideas strike you, whether it be ideas for something creative or a task that you need to take care of, whatever it is, someone you need to call, whatever it is, either use your technology, use your phone to jot it down. But I have found that it doesn't leave my brain until I physically write it down. Putting it in my phone doesn't really help me. It might help you, but physically write it down. And that way you have that, it's out of your brain, and you know that you can revisit that list later. Grounding yourself helps you to move forward. And I have an exercise for you with grounding, and that's why grounding is earth, and grounding is our last element in our series of the elements for success in 2015. Your exercise for grounding is to buy a plant and a fish. If you don't care for fish, if you have a pet, then spend a little more time with your pet. But ideally, the idea is to keep the plant and the fish alive for the entire year. And that's how you stay grounded. You stay focused on giving it your love and attention. You care for it. You nurse it when it's sick. You have to, with the fish, you have to clean the bowl and take it out and all of that. I usually get a betta fish. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm starting again this year myself to do the exact same thing. I'm going to get a plant and a fish. And I'm happy to actually, I want you to tune into my channel. Every once in a while, I'll give you updates on how the plant and the fish are doing. And feel free to share that with me as well. But get a plant and a fish. Take care of that plant and fish throughout the year. And let that be your grounding, your lightning rod, as it will, to stay honed in to center. Ground yourself and find those areas in your life where you can just stop and be still. Water is also very grounding for me. When I need to regain my focus and repurpose my life, when I feel that things have kind of gotten off track, I typically go and drive and park at the beach. And I'll just sit and listen to the waves wash over me and just let it remind me of the stillness and how rhythmic life is in general. Life is pretty rhythmic, and you have to stay in tune, in rhythm to it. For some people, it's prayer and meditation. I have my moments where I sit and I meditate and I pray and I listen to spirit, I listen to voice, and I listen to my body as it tells me what is hurting more than usual, what needs to be healed. I listen to my ideas as they come into my mind and what my body does and how it reacts to those ideas and those plans, or what, as I mentioned before, what words I hear and how it lands on me. And I listen to that, and I stay grounded in a way that I can toss it aside when it doesn't serve me. I can absorb it, just like the ground absorbs water to help plants to grow. I absorb the goodness in a message. And even when someone is criticizing you, there is truth. Sometimes it might be a very small pebble of truth, but listen to even the criticism, because there could be some truth in there, and you have to find your strength and courage and power to take it in and go, yeah, there's some truth in that. But grow from it, because that's what grounding does. The earth absorbs the nutrients, it absorbs the water, it absorbs everything, and then it produces life. That's what we need to do in our journey. Take in the information, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Ground yourself in such a place that you know who you are. Stand firm in who you are. Stand firm in your belief, in your guide, in your goals, in the things that you want to accomplish, in the things that you've already achieved. Know who you are going forward. Stand firm in that. And then as you continue to grow throughout this year, absorb those nutrients and then continue to grow and exude life. What do I say life is? Look inside for everything. That's what life is. You already possess it. You already own it. Don't let anyone, don't gift it away. Own your power. Own your strength. Own the elements of your life to move forward and take control of 2015, because you can and you will. You've already started. Just keep on moving with that. Now remember your action for your grounding for the earth. You want to get a plant and a fish. Keep them alive throughout the year. Keep me posted on how they're doing. I'm going to keep you posted on how they're doing. But remember who you are. Stay focused. Absorb the nutrients of the life that comes into your world this year. because there is so much, and I have a feeling that 2015 is going to be an innovative and changing year for a lot of people in a lot of ways. Pay attention. Pay attention to what is happening in your world and move forward with that. Use all the elements. Use all of them. Earth, fire, water, and air. Use all the elements to move forward in your life, and I assure you that you will have success greater than you have ever seen before.
28 Days to Happy is your daily guide to walk you through acknowledging and accepting the truth about what's really going on in your world, to forgive yourself and others for the wrongs you feel have been done to you, and ultimately to identify and celebrate the happiness that is always there no matter what comes your way. Look for 28 Days to Happy at www.softskillsdirect.com or at amazon.com.
So thank you for joining me this week. I know that you will apply the elements to your life. And until next time, go, be, do.